This presentation looks at enzymes as biological catalysts. So very briefly what they do and why they're needed for life to exist. In this presentation we're going to look at things called subunits. We're going to look at the subunits of carbohydrates, the subunits of proteins and the subunits of lipids. We're going to very briefly describe what enzymes do. We're going to define an enzyme as a biological catalyst, and finally we're going to explain why these enzymes are needed by living things. This slide shows us three types of molecule: a protein, a starch, also known as a carbohydrate or a type of carbohydrate, and a lipid, also known as fats and oils. So let's look at the protein first of all. So these are all the protein subunits, the monomers. It's a term used in chemistry. If they're broken down, in other words digested, we get these single monomers. So lots of little amino acids are joined together to synthesize or make a larger protein molecule. So enzymes can work in two directions. There'd be different enzymes, but they can break down substrates and they can build up substrates. So that's protein. Here's part of the starch molecule. Again, this can be broken down, digested to make glucose molecules, and the glucose molecules can be added together, synthesizing larger starch molecules. Finally, we've got the lipids, also known as fats and oils. A more interesting looking structure here, so this is just simplified what it really looks like. The lipids can be broken down by enzymes to make fatty acids and glycerol. So this component here is the glycerol, and then we've got these fatty acid tails. So biological washing powder. So here we go, biological washing powder contain enzymes. So why on earth would biological washing powders or washing powders contain enzymes? Well, enzymes allow the breakdown of fats, proteins and carbohydrates. These are the kind of things that you might have staining your clothes, and enzymes can help break them down so that they can become cleaner. And the biological washing powder allows us to operate at lower temperatures, so we don't have to spend lots of money heating up our clothes and with the hot water. So we can have a cooler wash, and the enzymes operate at those cooler temperatures, breaking down those long chain compounds. This slide describes why enzymes are so important for life. The fact is that we have heaps of chemical reactions taking place inside our cells all of the time. Now these reactions would be very, very slow if it wasn't for the help of enzymes. So the key thing for us to remember is, without enzymes, important chemical reactions that take place inside our bodies, inside our cells, would simply happen too slowly to keep us alive. If it wasn't for those enzymes, we'd be dead. Okay, so just to recap, we've identified the different subunits: glucose, amino acids, fatty acids and glycerols contained in the larger polymers. We've described what enzymes do. They can either digest, break down, or they can synthesize and build up molecules. We've simply stated that an enzyme is a biological catalyst, and we've explained why enzymes are important for life.